Music stopped.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Nikki 38's channel.
Hello, everybody.
I am your co-host for tonight, Reverend Ruin. Nikki is doing whatever the heck she's doing.
I'm here. Oh, well, I was in my drawer. I'm like, crap, where's my Freddy Krueger? I can't find him. Oh, no.
That's because you're awake.
Yeah, true. I got my leather face, but damn. Oh, well, I'll find it.
Yeah. So, while she's looking, the subject tonight is what, especially since it's Happy Horrorween.
Yeah.
It's what's your favorite scary movie?
That's why I had to put that in the title exactly. So, what's your favorite scary movie? Yep. So, hey guys, hey Deb.
Coming for you.
I have a lot of favorite horror movies. Like a lot. That's my favorite genre. That's all I've ever loved.
Well, I'm mainly a sci-fi nut, but horror is just, it's what I write.
Yeah.
You know, horror, thriller stuff, going into supernatural kind of stuff. That's the shit that I just swore within the first 5 minutes. You're
no, we can fucking swear on this fucking stream. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, I fucking love horror because I fucking write horror because it's the fucking coolest genre on the planet, especially since it can branch out into the other genres. You can have horror fantasy, horror sci-fi, horror mystery. You know, I mean, it's a very, very widespread genre that you can have so much fun with. Writing it, drawing it, you know, I mean, especially if you like drawing weird shit like I do. And, you know, it's awesome. You know, oh man. You think about horror movies, you know.
I love
you think about what scared you as a kid.
Exactly. That's where my go-to is. My favorite horror villain is Freddy Krueger. My absolute favorite is Nightmare on Elm Street. All of them from the 80s. I still watch hands down to this day.
Even the camping shit.
Yep.
Oh my god, I loved it. I loved when Freddy had the power pad thing. The joystick.
Oh my god,
thing for the Nintendo, and he was controlling the game. You know, that shit was awesome.
That's another reason why I like him too, because he's comical. He's very comical.
Well, if you watch the first movie, he wasn't.
No, the first one was really scary. That was probably my absolute favorite one. That was the scariest one, I believe. The second one I actually found was stupid. I didn't like it.
The second one was sort of starting to bridge a gap between the two.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was starting to go in another direction. But the third one is where things really started to just, it was just like, okay, you know what? We're just going to fucking throw all this shit in here and have fun with it.
Yeah, that, like the third one, especially when they took all the tendons out and he was making him walk when he's in the psychiatric ward out the window. Remember that part, number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was insane.
Like, absolutely.
That was pretty bad.
But there was so much humor infused into it. Whereas, like, you brought up the Friday the 13th movies. The Friday the 13th movies have always been more straight slasher.
Yeah.
It's, you know, you've got this almost unstoppable thing that just keeps coming and coming and coming.
Oh, yeah.
And he wasn't even the killer in the first movie.
I know, it was the mother. It's like, what?
It was the kill him, mommy, kill him.
Exactly, mama's boy.
Yeah, you know, and he only. What happened was they did a reshoot afterwards, which added in the scene where he comes up out of the water.
Yes, yeah.
That was a reshoot based off of test screenings.
I did not know that, but I remember that.
Well, you should know by now. I'm a fount of useless knowledge.
Which I love, though. Your useless knowledge is good knowledge for me as well. I did not know that.
Yeah. So, you know, it was they needed to add one more little scare in there and also to make it available. I love that comment that Green Jar just said.
This is like asking me to pick my favorite child.
Yeah. Well, you know, when we get Fair. I'll reveal my all-time favorite horror movie. I got no problem with that. I can pick one.
I
I
can't.
cannot pick my favorite child because I've got. I
You've
can't
got
do
to.
that, but I can
I
pick my
can because I
favorite
have
horror
one.
movie. Yeah, well, there you go.
I can, but horror movie, no.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I can
Ooh, that whole.
for,
Yes, I
and
have a
I'll
favorite
explain why.
genre. I have a favorite horror villain. Now, my favorite. There's too many.
Yeah,
Way
I
too
mean,
many
there's
movies.
a lot of second places for me. I mean, but
Yeah,
there's one movie, and we'll discuss it a little bit later. And yes, the ghost is behind me again during this
I thought
stream.
I seen something.
Yes, the
Ooh.
ghost. The ghost will move back and forth at will. He's coming back again, I think. There he goes. Yep, there it went. He flashed the peace sign that time. Yes, that's one of the two kids. Except
Ah,
he's not a kid anymore. He's 20 years old. So,
yeah, he doesn't look kiddish.
oh no, he can look me eye to eye, and I'm 6'6". So,
Holy shoot.
yeah.
Hey,
Okay, but to
Melly.
get back on track here, the Jason movies were very straightforward slasher flicks.
Yes, they
So
were.
when they finally brought together Jason and Freddy in Freddy
Oh, I
versus
loved
Jason,
it.
which is one of my favorites,
Yes, me too. I
speaking
love it.
second place, because number
Oh, hell
one
yeah.
was taken. But one of the favorites is Freddy versus Jason because it's blending the pure slasher fic
Yeah.
with the humor from Freddy. Because I mean, when they tried to relaunch Freddy with Wes Craven's New Nightmare, well,
Yes.
I'm sorry, but Wes Craven doesn't do humor well,
No.
so he didn't have that in there. It became a fairy tale story,
Well, that's
or
like yeah, I totally
you
agree.
know,
Or like the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. I did not like it. I was so
oh,
pissed
that
off. I
one went
thought, why
so
would you do
dark.
it? Why would
That
you? It
went
was
so
a good
dark.
movie if you didn't already know Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. If I didn't know the scenario and I didn't know all the movies before, I would have loved that movie. It would have been,
I
again,
mean,
my all-time favorite. But
I can see the
no,
Jackie
it
Earl
has to be
Haley.
Robert Englund. I just,
No, Jackie Earl Haley did a good job. You know who else would do a good job? And Robert Englund actually said this.
who?
And when I tell you, you'll probably agree. Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy. He can be in movies. I mean, Hollow Man, any movie he's in, Stir of Echoes. Yeah, he's a great
Mm-hmm.
actor.
Or there's
Very.
a new one called They Them that just came
He,
out, and he plays kind of a screwball. And
he
it's
does some good.
yeah, it's
I think I
it's
heard that too, actually.
yeah,
I
They
think I
Them.
did
It's
hear
on
that.
Peacock. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on
Okay.
Peacock. I can actually say it's a waste of time to watch it for anything
Oh, is
other
it?
than if you're a Kevin Bacon fan. It really is just a waste of time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know,
Oh,
they
there's
try
probably
to play a twist on you, and it's like you can see it coming a bazillion miles away.
ah.
It's just garbage.
Oh yeah, Tremors. That was good too. I like those
Oh
movies.
God, the Tremors
Yeah.
series. They've got 5
Yeah.
or 6 movies in it now.
Oh yeah.
It's awesome. The original, of course, because apparently we're going to be playing 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon
Yep.
throughout all this. Um, everything leads back to Kevin Bacon, including Friday the 13th.
Yes, because he was in that as well.
He was
Mm-hmm.
in the original and
Yep.
died with an arrow through his throat.
Yep. He was just a youngin too. I
Oh,
love movies.
yeah. I mean, he was extremely young.
Yep.
And then if you want to go in another direction, Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street had Johnny Depp.
Yes, when he gets sucked through the bed and then the blood on the ceiling. That was amazing, that part too, as well. Yeah. That was his first
The
movie
blood
too.
effect was done by
The
flipping the
rotating room.
room.
Yeah. I know. I read everything on it. I've got everything.
Exactly.
I'm obsessed. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they did was they just built the room upside down
Like
to do
upside
the
down.
blood
Yeah.
effect.
And then they turned it so the blood. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, they didn't turn it.
Like
It was 2 separate sets.
2 separate sets. Okay.
It was the set that's normal where he gets sucked into the bed.
Yeah.
And then they used the other one, which was an exact replica, but upside down.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was cheaper than putting it on a rotating gimbal.
Gotcha. My bad.
So
I've got this like CD. I've got the whole collection, and I've got all these CDs and all these magazines and all these articles and all this to tell me this, that, and the other thing. And there's like little parts that you could want. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, I mean, me, I love researching. I mean, IMDb, no matter what movie I watch, I read after I've seen it, or even while I'm watching it, I'll go through IMDb and read all the trivia.
Yeah, same here. Or the what is it called? After the movie's done, there's like a section where they all talk, directors, actors, and that. What the hell's that?
The
section, I guess you would call it.
Well, sometimes it's the making of, sometimes it's it's like a commentary track.
Yeah, that's it. I like watching that too, because you find out all the stuff that you didn't know. Like, I mean, for instance, the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So Jessica Biel and her boyfriend the guy who played her boyfriend, they hated each other. You wouldn't know it from the movie. They hated each other. Yeah.
If you watch Jeepers Creepers Reborn, or I mean Jeepers Creepers 3.
Yeah, number 3. I just seen that.
Number 3, the freckled guy and his female love interest hated each other.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
But they didn't get along on set.
Yeah.
So
they can act that.
But exactly. I mean, they actually wrote out the kiss scene that they were going to have and changed the ending.
Yeah.
Because they didn't like each other.
Oh my God.
But they were able to act well together.
Yeah, very well.
Though they didn't like each other. So, it turned out okay, in 3. And I mean, now there's 4 with Jeepers Creepers Reborn, which is worth watching.
I don't think I've seen that one. That one must be fairly new because I didn't see it yet.
Yeah, I just saw it for the first time today.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I didn't even know.
I didn't even know either, because I didn't know that there was a 3.
I know there's a 3. I didn't know about 4.
Because I saw 1 and 2. 2 pissed me off because in 1 it was creepy. It was such a well done movie.
It was, especially the end.
Because all the way through it, it's this guy in this duster that is supernatural in some way, but they're not revealing it.
Exactly.
So it ups the creep factor. And then when they go into his lair and find that stuff up, it's upping the creep factor even more.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally, when the monster's revealed at the end, it actually makes it's just because it's being revealed, it's almost a jump scare. Even though it's not shown as a jump scare in the movie, it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it's one of the better done modern horror films in my opinion.
Is, especially at the end when we get to look through his eyes and realize that he took his eyes so he could see. Yep. It was just like, and the music.
Oh, that was oh my God. I couldn't listen to anything with Jeepers Creepers as the music for like months after I saw that, just because it's just like, that actually kind of creeped me out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, this is not anything alcoholic. This is coffee.
Oh, is it coffee? I'm drinking water. I'm boring tonight.
I have water in a mug root beer bottle.
What? No one ever knows what song. Freddie's song? Oh, I know Freddie's song. That song is scary. When the kids are playing, they're singing it. Oh. So scary.
3, 4, better shut your door.
That's crazy.
5, 6, grab your crucifix.
Get the willies from it.
Shutter Island isn't a horror; it's a thriller.
Yeah, it's a thriller. It's pretty good though. Someone else was saying in here, where'd she go? Laura, she said that Jaws was scary for her. That's why I won't go in the ocean. I'm too scared. I'm terrified. Well,
chances of a shark attack are 1 in like 2.5
I know.
million.
Oh, I know, but it's I don't know. I might dip my feet in, just kind of splash around. I'm not going out for hell no.
Yeah. Nope. It's but I mean, that was sort of, if you're looking at horror and the patterns that it follows, a lot of times there was a lot of B horror in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. There was a lot of B horror. Then in the 70s, you started to experience something of an explosion, including sci-fi horror with Alien.
Those were great too. They're probably hands down the scariest alien movies ever. Those aliens are, yeah, they're amazing. Amazing. I actually got one.
So do I.
It's my son's.
I've got one up here.
Yeah, I got one. Well, it's my son's, but I still
Yeah,
like them.
actually, do I still have that? Oh yeah, I do. Wasn't planning on showing this, but
Oh, cool. Here, I'll show you mine. I'll
it's
show you
all.
mine. Show me yours.
Yeah, and we're just talking about toys here,
Yeah, we got toys.
Yes, we do. But yeah, this I mean, it's purple. It was put out by what?
Don't mind me. I haven't had a shower today. I've been running all over, but this is him.
What do you think I'm wearing a hat?
I've been busy.
Yeah.
So there's my dude.
Yep.
My son's dude.
I've got the queen.
Yeah, that's the queen, eh? Not sure
Yep.
what this one is.
She's got this big old long tail and everything. It's pretty cool. And of course, it's tilt back the head and out comes the
Yeah,
mouth.
that's how you know it's a queen, is the head. Yeah, they were always the scariest.
Yeah. So yeah, this is actually my daughter loves this.
Yeah.
So
I love it too. It's really
she
cool.
plays with this is her monster that she likes to play with. She has it assault her Star Wars figures. So there's a little bit of cross franchise contamination going on, but I'm not about to tell her no.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
But yeah, so I mean, when the 70s, you had Halloween come out in the late 70s. It was really the latter part of the 70s.
Yeah, it was the 70s. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you really started seeing more of an explosion, and it was really influenced in some ways by the Italian giallo, which is the Italian horror, which I try not to touch because that shit gets sick.
Yeah.
Like the worst movie I've ever seen in my life is called Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Do not go look for it.
No, I went and watched that's weird you mentioned that. I was watching a movie the other night, not realizing it was about cannibals. Well, when it's called Cannibal Farm, obviously it is, Nikki. So I'm watching it. I don't know. I just fucking picked something, and then I look at it and I'm going, oh, okay, yeah, I'm done. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm done.
The Blob was good for its time.
Yeah.
The original, especially that song at the beginning, which just makes you crack the frick up.
Yeah.
And then the Birds.
That was
Hitchcock probably... stuff isn't considered horror though.
No,
other than Psycho. Psycho's the only one that's actually considered horror.
Yeah.
The rest of it is considered thriller, but there is so much overlap in horror and thriller.
There is.
Oh my God, Cannibal Holocaust was horrible. The thing.
Oh, you've seen it too? Is it? Oh hell no. Okay, I thought mine. The one I watched was bad. No.
They kill actual animals and show.
Oh yeah. Humans. Oh, I can get. I like slasher films and stuff, but animals, nope. That's a nope for me.
Well, they kill a large turtle and monkeys, and then they have some graphic rape scenes.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. That's like
it was what
eyes shit.
It was so horrible.
Yeah.
The writer director of it actually got hauled into court.
Oh, wow.
For murder.
Oh, my God.
Because the authorities thought the effects were so realistic for their time.
Wow.
And he had his actors go into hiding.
Oh, my God. I didn't know that. Holy crap.
For the marketing of the movie to make it seem like they were actually dead. So he got arrested, charged, and then the only way to beat the charge was to have his actors come in and say, you know what? Yeah, this was just a movie. We're alive. So then they charged him with cruelty to animals, and that stuck.
Good. Because
yeah, it's one of the.
No, I cannot watch that.
There's very few movies that I will say never see. That's one of them.
Yeah.
And it has zero redeeming qualities whatsoever. Most movies, even schlock like Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
I can find some redeeming qualities in it. Like that's just a funny fucking movie.
Yeah.
Movie about killer cockroaches. That's one of the B movies that I was talking about. Oh, no, that's Mimic.
Oh, that's
That's
a
the
good one.
Mimic series.
Yeah, that one. I remember watching that movie.
They
Yeah, that's a good
mutated.
one.
They mutated, and then
And
they
looked like humans. Yeah.
yeah. So that
Funny
uh,
Shoes, Mr. Funny Shoes. That's what the kid
oh
called him.
yep, that's right. It was the Mimic one.
Yep.
There's 3 movies in that series.
I just seen the
Um,
one, and that was my favorite one. I haven't seen any of the other ones.
then there's Species, which has the
Oh yeah, the
chick
alien.
alien that wants to get pregnant, so she
Yeah.
keeps getting laid, and then
Yeah, she was a whore.
yeah, she was a complete and utter slut. But like a spider, she then killed her
Yes.
who she had just fucked. So I
Yep.
mean, what you gonna do there?
Exactly.
I never watched Centipede.
Oh, I just watched Lovely Molly too. I was wanting to watch that for years, and I finally found it. Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was good. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
I probably did.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. The
Oh,
Fly.
The Fly was gross.
Which one? Which
Ugh,
one?
the very
The
first.
original or the remake?
The original for me.
No, the original's from the 60s. You're probably thinking the
remake.
Jeff Goldblum one.
It was a remake, my bad.
Original not as good as the remake. The remake by by Cronenberg
Yeah.
was the best.
Yeah.
It's one of the few times that I will actually say that a remake tops the original.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, his uncircumcised penis is in a jar in his bathroom. Come on. When he's turning into a fly.
Yeah, it was gross. Yeah, it was with Jeff Goldblum, yeah.
Yep, that's the remake. I haven't seen the original. Bram Stoker, not Dragula. Dragula's a Rob Zombie song. Burn through the ditches and burn the witches that slam in the back. Dragula. I lost my Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves, Gary Oldman. That was a good one. That was a good.
Winona Ryder, yeah.
Yep, that was pretty decent. I enjoyed that, but I also enjoyed the original, Bela Lugosi and all of those. The original Mummy, the original Wolfman.
Yeah, those are classics. I mean, they're the originals. Those are good.
Yeah, that reminds me. I got to dig out one of those to show on stream tonight because you wanted me to show some stuff.
Yep.
So I'll dig that out. Give me a sec here. While I'm doing that, I think I'll share with you guys what my actual favorite horror movie is.
Yeah, please do. I'm curious.
It's science fiction. Duh. Anybody who knows me I'm a sci-fi nut.
Yeah.
It is Event Horizon.
Oh my god, I love that movie. Yes,
So
he goes crazy in that. They're all he turned into an alien and everything, wasn't it?
He got possessed.
Yeah, it was her. That ship possessed him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've got the pencils of that one. Or maybe it's in this other folder. Oh, there's the inked version. Okay, so I don't need the pencils.
I haven't seen that in forever. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
I just remember it's like, okay, that's the guy off Jurassic Park. I'm like, I know the guy, and I know that movie. I could never figure it out. I haven't seen it in years.
Oh my god, I love that movie because it is just so it is so well done all the way through. I mean, from start to finish, it's got this arc that finishes, but yet they could return to it if they wanted to. It just came out at a bad time. I mean, you got the music soundtrack was just amazing. The casting and the acting, just amazing. The caliber of the actors.
Yep.
Lawrence Fishburne, Sam Neill, those were the two headliners. You had just this wondrously creepy ship that was based off of the floor plan for the Notre Dame Cathedral.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And one of the rumors, and I will say that it's a rumor because it's actually not true, was that the original thing that was supposed to power the ship was apparently supposed to be, and like I said, this actually isn't true, but I thought it was like so fucking cool. And if it was
Yeah.
true, it was going to be awesome. It was going to be the box from Hellraiser,
Oh shit, that would be awesome.
which
That
would have explained everything
Yep.
and could have brought the Cenobites into it.
Yeah,
And
that would
have
have
been
been awesome.
so fucking creepy. There is now the Wolfman.
There he is.
Yep, that's one that I've done. That's actually still
I
for
like
sale.
that. Yeah,
Mhm.
it looks just like him.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We were talking about Friday the 13th, so I said I might do this today, and you know exactly what I'm about to do.
Yeah, Shudder's a good place for horror movies. I agree, Maps Cat.
I've got it. I have it. That's where I go for a lot
Yeah.
of them. But there's, other places, like if I'm in the mood for a horror movie, I will go through and check all kinds of stuff.
I never seen that movie Maximum Overdrive. My sisters, both of them have seen it.
Oh,
And kept sending me the trucks. And they're like, yes, do you not remember this movie? And I don't. I'm the older sister. It's weird. I've never seen it.
Don't bother.
Yeah, it's awful.
Stephen King says he doesn't remember directing it or writing it because he was coked out of his mind.
Okay, that explains it, because I did see a preview.
Yeah. If you want to share the screen, that's a piece I have never shown before. In fact, I created that just for this stream.
That is so awesome. Oh, so you just did this then? That's awesome.
Yeah, I just finished that.
Leland, come here for a minute. Can you come here for a minute? Look at this. We got a paint or a drawing as well. We got a replica of one, but we should show it. But look at the one, Reverend Ruin. That's what I'm talking to right now. He drew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
That's sick.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as he's there, why don't I show a couple more pieces?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I gotta stop and then reshare.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't. Oh, you'll love this one. Oh my god, it fits right in with our theme. There you go.
Oh yeah, Leland, look at this one.
Wow. Oh.
He drew that one too. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Pinhead.
Yeah, this is what I draw.
Yeah. He did the Jason one just for the stream. Cool. Yep. He's got more.
Hold on. Since we all like The Crow, even though it's not technically a horror.
Oh, it's still hands down best one.
Yeah, the first one. This actually the original of this belongs to my buddy Trio Monkey.
Okay.
And he has it in his little studio room.
Oh my god, look at it. Brandon Lang.
That's neat.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to watch that movie one day. I still can't believe you haven't watched it. That's one thing your dad and I have in common. We love that movie.
The next movie of The Crow, which is a complete relaunch, is going to be. Maybe I can do it this way. Maybe I can. Let's see. Can I? Oh, there! I can just scroll through these. Yeah, this is another one that my buddy Trio Monkey owns.
Oh, he owns that one? Oh,
yep.
They're striped too, little bastard.
Yep. Then I've got Spawn.
Oh yeah, right on. Yeah, he drew it, Sayla. You can't watch Jeepers Creepers. That's a good one too. Yeah, the Crow drawing is on. Oh shit! Look it. There's Michael Myers.
He's my favorite.
I know. We need to get that.
Yeah, Mike Myers.
Oh,
let's see where I think it's going to start repeating if I keep going, which is no, that's Falls up where not too far from where I live. That's actually going to become a drawing.
Yeah, I would. That's awesome.
So, yeah, so that's those, and of course, because your son is a Michael Myers
Massive
fan.
Look at you want it, don't you?
Ultimate Michael Myers from Nika. I haven't opened this one yet. It will be opened on stream, not this week, but next week.
Yeah,
I'm going to open it up.
So we'll have to watch it. Cool, eh?
Yeah.
I want it too.
So, yeah, because it comes with something really cool. See that pumpkin down here?
Look.
That pumpkin?
Oh, yeah. Oh, lights up.
Yeah. Cool, eh? That's not in the other ones. It's actually lights up. And it flickers.
Mm-hmm. Like it's got a candle in it. So, yeah, so those are really good. Halloween ends. Halloween ends.
I can't wait to see it. My son's pissed off. He's like, if he dies, I'm going to be mad. He doesn't want to die. Michael will never die. There's just no way.
He can be destroyed.
Yeah, I know. He won't ever be destroyed, I don't think. There's no way.
We'll see.
Yes, Nightmare on Elm Street are my absolute favorites. Same, Blanca, same.
Yeah, I mean, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are some of the cooler ones. Event Horizon is my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
And then you can go even with more sci-fi. You can go to like Screamers with Peter Weller.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's taking place on this fictional planet, Sirius 6B. And it's these little robots that start evolving and stuff. And it's actually really cool, You saw, there we go. There's the original on the paper.
Cool, eh?
Yep. I hand draw everything.
He drew that. That's awesome.
Yep. So, give you guys a little bit more of a detailed view here. So, yeah, I did that to debut on this stream.
Yeah.
Once we're done with the stream, I'll put it on. But horror, as a genre, I mean, you love the Nightmare on Elm Streets. I love, like Event Horizon and Screamer.
Yeah.
Then you got supernatural horror.
Those are amazing too.
The Exorcist series.
Yeah.
Where get rid of 2 and 3. The Heretic and what was it?
The first one was hands down the best.
The first one
was
the best.
So gross.
Then there were the 2 prequels.
I watched all of them, and honestly, I don't really. I like the Exorcist, the beginning. That one was good.
Exorcist, the beginning was actually pretty much completely reshot.
Yeah.
Dominion was the original prequel that Blatty and Friedkin wanted, but the studio hated it.
Oh wow!
So they wanted more blood, guts, and gore. So they hired Rennie Harlan to come in, and he had the entire movie rewritten.
Wow!
And reshot 90% of it, and that's why it's more engaging than Dominion.
Yeah,
Dominion is more cerebral. It's more of a slow burn, whereas Exorcist, the beginning, was kind of more of an in-your-face "fuck you."
Yeah.
Right from the start.
Yeah.
Hostel, Saw, movies like that. Those are
full-blown gore. It's just
there's a name for that type of movie, and it's called torture porn.
Shit.
And I hate those. I don't think that torture porn has a place. If you're gonna have gore, dismemberments, stuff like that, it's got to be central to the plot. It can't be what you're selling the movie on, and that's what I feel that Saw and everything always has. And Hostel just was horrible from the get-go. I mean, it's this legend of these black sites in Europe where, you know, they kidnap people and people pay millions to do everything up to and including kill them.
Yeah.
And it's just no, that's no, that's going too far in my book.
Yeah,
You
Hostel
know,
was, yeah. I
yeah.
do like Saw though.
Well, Saw had a morality to it
Yeah.
because pretty much everybody that ended up in one of his traps deserved to be there
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
they
like
were
there's a
bad.
logic to it, yeah.
Yeah. There's a morality to it and an ethical stance that's being taken with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's a major difference between Saw and Hostel. Basically, I haven't seen anything that Eli Roth has done other than his nonfiction history of horror series that's on Shudder.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that I've liked that he's done ever. Because I think that because he did a movie called The Green Inferno, I will not watch that because that's heavily inspired by Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, no
So it's
thanks.
like, no, thank you. You know, I mean, there was anytime that you start to bring in cannibalism and torture porn.
Yeah, those movies they don't have a place. I agree. They shouldn't even.
Yeah,
They're
I
disgusting.
mean, I'm not for censorship. You know, most of the time, but at some point you have to ask, does this serve any purpose?
Yeah,
Pet Cemetery, you know,
that was
even
I
had a
love that.
moral to it.
Yeah,
You know, be
it
careful
still
what
freaks me out.
be careful what you do. You know, because you don't really want to bring it back because you don't know what you're going to bring back.
Exactly.
I quit
It's a
watching a
great
remake
movie.
of The Stand with Whoopi.
No, I don't like the series of The Stand at all. I love The Stand as an original movie. You know, Moon. I'll always love that guy. He's just perfect for the part. And then there was the series I don't like, and I don't like the remake of Pet Sematary either. Again, I'll say the same thing as I did with Wes Craven's, you know, his movies, and then the remake. If I didn't know that it already existed, I would probably like it. But I do, and I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
the originals were so much better.
Rosemary's Baby
Pumpkinhead.
was, oh my God, Rosemary's Baby. Holy hell.
I gotta watch that again. I haven't seen that in a very long time. I almost forget it, actually.
Yeah, that also brings to mind the Omen series.
Yeah, I'm done playing with Mom, and now I want to play with you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That kid, hands down, scariest fucker I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I watched Stir of Echoes recently
Yeah,
again.
that was good.
I really enjoyed that. But there was actually Stir of Echoes 2, which had Rob
Yeah.
Lowe in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it.
It wasn't bad.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's got horrible reviews.
Yeah, that's
but
scary.
it actually was pretty good.
Oh, wow.
You know, I mean, it was actually watchable. I mean, which is weird.
Yeah,
considering you know, I mean, I don't go by reviews because, you know, reviews, you know, rate like Hostel really well. And
yeah,
it's like, no, you know, I mean, it's like some of this, you know, shined up horror crap that they do, you know. I mean, there's another one that I like, you know, which is shined up horror crap. It's The Covenant. You know, where you've got all the all these warlocks.
That was like if you were a girl, fuck yeah, that was the best. I mean, those guys were hot. And of course, if you're gonna bring up that movie, then I'm gonna have to bring up oh my god,
The Craft.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies too. Yep, I've seen the remake of it. Nope, not a fan.
Yeah,
Too much magic.
I haven't seen the remake of it. The Craft was
very magic in it, and I didn't like it. It was more The Craft was good. That was dark. That was good. And then you get this new one. It was like nah.
Cujo.
I couldn't watch it. I've only seen parts of it. I can't do it. That dog's in it. Anything to do with animals? Nope. I just can't. I tried, and because I know he dies.
It was so strange because the book is basically just set on this mom and her son.
Yeah, in a car.
In this car.
Yeah.
And it's just that throughout all of it. And it's
And
like,
a
and
movie,
you get sucked into it
you do.
because you're just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
You know, this thing got bit by, because it, you know, the beginning of the book starts from the dog's perspective where he gets bit by a raccoon.
Yeah, that's what
which
it was.
is rabid.
Yep.
And then starts losing its mind and stuff. And you know, so it's really interesting. Cujo, you know, I mean, St. Bernards are number one, they're too goddamn big. Like, if I want a big animal, I'm gonna get myself a Maine Coon cat.
1408, that was a good one too.
Oh yes, I remember that.
That was a good one. Yep. I've watched that several
Um,
times. And I still don't know what to think at the end. Did he
What
bump
was
his
the
head or
one?
was it real? Like,
Yeah, that's those kind of mind fucks are awesome.
yeah, it was good though.
Two St. Bernards at once.
Holy
What'd
shit.
you do? Live in a box?
In a barn. I'm just kidding.
Because you have two St. Bernards at once. They own the house.
They do. The Lost Boys. There's
Oh yeah.
that one. Oh god. Nightbreed.
Nightbreed was a Clive Barker.
That was good. That was good too. You have a 25 pound Maine Coon? Holy shit. That's not a cat, that's a horse.
Well, I am going to be getting either this next either this tax return coming up or the next one. We're going to get a Maine Coon.
I love those cats.
So do I. They're beautiful,
They are.
fluffy, gorgeous, big bastards.
Oh my god, sleepaway camp, yes, with the boy that had to act like a girl. She went crazy and killed everybody. I've seen all of them.
Okay, well then you've seen They Them.
Yeah. Ooh, Salem's Lot.
Because that's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
The original Salem's Lot is something that I was watching for a little while, but it's 3 hours, so
yeah, I haven't seen it all myself.
Made it about an hour and 15 into it, and then decided to take a break.
Yeah.
And then got shinied onto something else, you know, kind of the ADD kicking in kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really odd, you know, but what I like about the original Salem's Lot, number one is its length, and number two is that the lack of technology that they had, but yet they can still, like, I got to the point where Ralphie Glick was floating outside of his brother's window.
Yeah, I remember that part.
And they never show his feet because he's standing on a platform.
Yep.
But it was so spooky seeing that. And the makeup that they did for the vampire.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, he doesn't tap the window. He's scraping his fingernails on it. Like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, that's creepy.
And, you know, his brother gets up and it's like, oh, God, I'll open this for him. Yep. I'm going to open the window, even though there's obviously something wrong. I'm on the second floor and he's floating. Exorcist is actually something that sometimes will creep me out depending on the night, right? But most of the time,
it's good. It's that scary. It's good. It doesn't need a remake. I hope they don't.
They already remade it as a television series.
Oh, okay. I did see that. Actually, I enjoyed that series. It was pretty good. It was actually really good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
No, I want more. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, so do I, but it's canceled.
Yeah, I know.
The Fog.
Yeah.
The Fog was rated R. Why? Should have been rated PG.
Yeah.
It wasn't scary. You know, because I watch a lot of director interviews and a lot of director discussions. You know, I mean, I've watched a lot of Carpenter talking about his stuff, Cronenberg, Paul Verhoeven. You know, because Verhoeven did oh God, what was the first one? The original RoboCop.
Yeah, those are cool. I want to watch them again. I haven't watched them since I was a child, actually.
Oh man, I've got them on my
always
Google.
Cry though, and I think
I bought them.
Yeah.
RoboCops. I've never seen Devil's Pass.
I think I have.
I don't know. Where's the boob? You want to know why there's so much sex in horror movies?
I don't know. Keeps people's attention, maybe?
No, because sex and violence are connected in our brain.
Oh.
So anytime that you're experiencing a horror movie, they're going to try and titillate and tantalize at the same time because it makes your dopamine levels go up.
Well, shit.
So that's why they do that.
Ah.
And it's so strange, how those two portions of our brain are basically in the same portion of our amygdala. So when you're triggering it,
I have heard this.
Yeah. So when you're triggering one, you can trigger the other.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't remember which one it was, but there was a horror movie and they were saying that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to scare your girl to get some ass. And it's like, what? Holy shit.
I've never had to scare a girl to get some ass.
I can't remember what the hell it was I watched, but it was.
But I mean, with a face like this, I'm pretty fucking scary, anyways. I mean, like I said, it's a good thing.
Hey, you're the one engaged, not me. You're the one engaged, not me. It's like something.
Horror movies also reflect on societal fears, and one of the societal fears of the 80s was premarital sex. Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
You have to remember the 80s were the age of the AIDS epidemic.
Oh, yeah.
That's why premarital sex was partially
forbidden.
It was forbidden fruit with that because of AIDS. And you had it, just all the way through this. So, punish, especially in Friday the 13th, punish those boys and girls that have sex.
Yeah, always.
So that you're reinforcing the society.
And same with Halloween as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was always the theme. It was just the thing. If you have sex, you're going to die.
Yeah, I mean, that was a theme in so many of them. I mean, when the Scream franchise came out, and it was kind of doing a meta thing of examining horror movie tropes as part of the plot, you get all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just all of the tropes that they talked about in horror movies in the Scream franchise, the original Scream movie, not the franchise. Even though they returned to it with the latest Scream movie, which,
I've seen
was
the
actually
latest.
a pretty damn good one.
Yeah, it was. I've seen the last one, yeah.
It's the first and the last one for me. Those are the two best.
Yeah.
For there. Religion is the same. I can go in that direction, but I'd rather not.
Thank you. Now. I don't want. No, I'm good.
I'm a pantheist. Okay.
I don't know what I am. I just.
To me, the universe. If there's a God, it's the universe, and the laws that are written in the universe, those which we know and those which are unknown.
Yeah, so it's such a tough topic. There's so much around it, and I don't like talking about it.
Yeah. The It series.
Yeah, the very first.
The original was good.
Was good. Yep.
I didn't like these next ones, but the guy who played It in the remakes, Bill Skarsgård, is the new Crow.
Yeah, he did a really good job. That actually, I would say the remakes of It, that they are one of the remakes I can actually say I've really enjoyed, surprisingly, because normally I don't. I really don't, but I really enjoyed them. And he was scary. He took it to even like psychological scary, I guess you could say. It was really bad.
Yeah, and speaking of the Crow.
Yeah, look at him. That is so cool.
That's one of my two Crow figures. This is the McFarlane Toys Movie Maniacs.
Sadly died before his time.
Yep. This is the McFarlane Toys Movie Maniacs figure, which it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. That's good. I like it.
And then
Especially
I've got one other that is horror related because it's considered a horror comic, and that's
yeah,
Spawn. So, it's makes a deal with the devil to come back, and has all these supernatural powers.
Can I have my Leatherface back?
Huh?
My kid, he stole my Leatherface. Leland. Oh, no, never mind. Can you see it? Do you know where Freddy went?
13 Ghosts was good. I like those.
I didn't mind it. It didn't scare me though.
I like the original. Because there's the original and then there's the remake. I saw the remake first. I like them both, actually. They're both very good, I think. House of Wax.
Yeah.
The
My
original.
son loves that movie, the remake anyways.
Well, the original with Vincent Price.
Yeah.
Anytime you got Vincent Price, you've got that voice.
Yep.
From Thriller.
Oh, yeah.
Because he did that whole spoken part. 13 Ghosts was good. House on Haunted Hill, which was another one that was remade. So you've got the present day. Somebody mentioned the Chucky series, Child's Play.
That little bastard's freaking me. Yeah, he freaks me out. Especially the first one. Oh.
The first one's the one where he's freaky.
Yeah, it is, because especially when he comes to life and she's holding him about to throw him in the fire and he's just like, you fucking bitch. It's like, oh my God. Holy shit.
That's so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't like the remake, even though I did like Mark Hamill doing the voice.
Yeah, they made it more funny, I find, with the newer ones. Like,
and now they've got this TV series on USA.
I watched the newest one. What the hell was it called? It wasn't even called Chucky. It was like, it was Chucky. The boy? No, not the boy.
Child's Play?
Yeah, that was it. That was a new one.
That's the name of. Okay, what happened was it was originally called. You had Child's Play 2, Child's Play 2, or 3.
Yeah.
And then it changed to like Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky.
Then it was
Cult
weird.
of Chucky. That's because they had the rights to the character, but not to Child's Play.
Got ya. And then they remade Child's Play, and the doll looked, I don't know. I mean, it was all right.
They tried to update it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mark Hamill was he does a great voice, but if you listen to the new voice that Mark Hamill does, it's his Joker voice.
Oh, yeah.
Because he voiced the Joker in Batman the Animated Series.
Yep.
And in, I believe, the animated Batman The Dark Knight Returns was the last time he ever did the voice.
Oh, wow.
So there's those. Yeah, I liked the Child's Play movies. That's a pretty decent one. Pretty decent series.
Yeah.
For me, I like horror. A lot of times I'll just have a movie or a TV series that's on while I'm drawing, and so I end up watching or at least listening to a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
It's very rare where I start getting so involved in a movie because it's like I keep looking up. It takes so much nowadays to get my interest to that level.
Yeah, I agree.
That, if a movie does that, and one of them that did it was the new Wrong Turn that came out.
Yeah.
Except that movie felt like it had two different movies going on in it at once.
Yeah, and they totally changed the scenario too.
Mm-hmm.
Completely.
Yeah, because now it's no longer, redneck cannibals.
No. Now it's the people that we thought were good are the bad people. And it's like, what?
Well, actually, you can't tell who the bad people are in that anymore.
That's what I just...
And that's one thing I liked about it was because you're like, okay, so who's the actual bad guy here?
Well, yeah.
And it raises these,
I start feeling bad for them.
Yeah, because you start looking at this stuff and looking at it going like, huh.
Yeah.
Because here's these people, they've been living this way of life, and it might be draconian by our standards. Yeah. But who are we to truly judge this group of people.
Yeah, that's true.
When the supposed heroes are the ones that came in and killed one of them.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, you're right. It was totally different.
So it's like you have this whole thing happening, and then in the end, and I'm not going to spoil it, but it's interesting. Redneck Cannibals was the original Wrong Turn series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, I believe.
Yeah, there's a lot, and then they did.
Yeah, there's too many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And then you've got pure schlock for schlock's sake. Can't do this without mentioning Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, I love that movie
with George Clooney, because that's just pure schlock for schlock's sake. I mean, it's just, that's exactly. I mean, you got Cheech Marin doing this 5-minute foul-mouthed promo where he's describing the different types of that you can get at this basically whorehouse.
Oh yeah. Sex machine there, that was funny.
Oh, sex machine, and then he had the gun that
on his package.
Yeah, okay, that guy who played Sex Machine was Tom Savini.
That's his name. Thank you. Yes.
The Wizard of Gore.
He is. I really enjoy his stuff. I really do.
From Friday the 13th to Nightmare on Elm Street to all of the different horror movies in the 80s.
Like King of Horror.
The guy that was the king of the horror effects.
Yep, he was.
Special makeup effects and everything. That was Tom Savini. Okay. Yep. You know, from Kevin Bacon having the arrow pushed through his throat. All of that was designed and pulled off by Savini. And it's just, the guy is phenomenal.
He is. He really is. And I loved it that he was in a movie. It was like great. And of course, you know, Sex Machine with the package there with the guy. Oh, it was great. Perfectly.
Oh, God, that was hilarious.
Like, aligned with his character in real life, too, I thought.
Well, he designed it.
Of course, right?
Yeah, he actually consulted on the stuff for the movie. He wasn't the makeup effects guy, but he was a consultant.
I figured he would be. Yeah.
Hold on for a sec here.
Yep.
I'm still trying to get all my medication and crap figured out, and my doctors and everything now, 3 months after moving, but it's getting there.
Yeah.
I should have an answer tomorrow.
Oh, good. I hope so.
But I see my doctor on the 20th anyway, so we'll be good to go.
I see an ear doctor tomorrow. I have to get that figured out. I've got tinnitus, that ringing in your ears, and it's giving me vertigo. And finally, I'm getting it checked out tomorrow. I guess it's going to be like a 2-hour appointment.
Yeah, because they're going to test your hearing all the way through.
Yeah,
I have it.
I've had that done before when I was little.
What I would tell you to do is always have a fan going near you.
A fan, so you can't hear it?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too much. It's gotten to the point where it's, I can't walk straight.
Deb, if you need merch with something horror, get a hold of me on Twitter.
Yeah.
We can work something out, okay? Because that's right up my alley, too. That's part of what I do.
Yeah.
So, horror is just, we could go on for hours and hours.
Oh, yeah.
About this. I mean, The Grudge, the Ring series.
Grudge. I remember when I seen that, and I was with my son's father at the time when it came out. So this is years and years ago, and I remember I watched it without him. I said, "Fuck him, you're not going to be here. I don't care. I told you when I was getting it. I told you when I was going to watch it. I told you when I was going to rent it. You don't want to be here. Bye." I'm like, I'm not waiting. So I watched it, and I thought, "Holy shit, this is really good. This is taking a whole another even wow." It scared the fuck out of me. It really did. And I told him, I said, "You're going to be like, it's going to scare you. It's going to scare you." Like it was, it's just, I don't know how else to explain it. It was really fucking scary. Like it was. And then I watched even the Japanese versions of it, Ringu. And then I've seen all of them. I even
Ju-on the Ring.
Yeah. I also seen the TV series in Japanese with subtitles, and it was scary as shit. And it was The Grudge.
Yeah, I mean,
I find Japanese horror is terrifying.
Well, what ends up happening is that we get a hold of it and we Americanize it, which actually dumbs down a lot of it.
It does.
What I like, the thing that I like the most is that we don't bring in a lot of Italian horror and try to Americanize it, because Italian horror is just, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's
Like Juwan,
Dario
yeah,
Argente's work, which Dario Argente is a very well-known horror director, mainly for Giallo in Italy, but he's done several things for America.
Yeah.
And when he's working in America, he's a phenomenal director. But when he's working in Italy, it's just like, oh my God, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah. Wow. I do enjoy the movies that are based off Ed and Lorraine Lawrence experiences. I do. I think they're good. I love their YouTube channel. I'm always watching it. I've been following them for years. I'm huge fans. Sad they're gone now, but their legacy still lives on.
Yeah, there's there's a lot of times, there's a lot of good YouTube channels that come and go. That's just what happens.
Yeah, it's true.
People lose interest, get new jobs or whatever. Me, I'm around for a while.
Same here.
I'm technically I can be retired.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
I've got money coming in every month that I don't need to work, but I prefer to work, so I do my artwork now and do some other stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I need to find another side gig besides YouTube, because it's not paying enough right now. I mean, I don't know if it ever will, and I don't really care. I enjoy doing it. This is something I like. The reason why I started this, honestly, was it was started almost 2 years ago, and I did because every time it would turn into fall, I would start getting depressed because the winter.
So it was something for you to do.
It was something to make myself do every day. Get up, either learn how to make thumbnails, a video, anything. Just get up and just start from scratch. And I did. If you look at my earliest videos, you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!"
You learn as you go.
And everything.
Yeah, you learn as you go.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what you do. My whole thing is that I've done a lot of marketing, website design, stuff like that. I've helped with thumbnails and logos for other YouTube channels and things like that. I just, I've never done it for myself.
No
way. And now that I'm doing my artwork and everything like that, and now that I'm disconnected from all of the drama and bullshit.
Yeah, finally.
And getting away from all of that and doing my own thing and ignoring the people that come at me.
It's the best way to go.
Yeah, it is. And, find something you love to do and you never really work at it. No, I can't. I love what I do, but I'm not going to bullshit anybody. It's labor. It's labor intensive. Yeah. You can ask Nikki. Even though she might enjoy doing it.
I love doing this, but you just don't make enough.
Well, that, and you do.
It's a lot of work too.
Yeah, that's exactly it. There's a lot of stuff that's extremely labor intensive.
Yeah.
And, from making the thumbnails.
I know. And then you got
this, that, the other thing. That's why I just used one thumbnail that a friend of mine designed for me.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was going to start doing that because I was like getting lazy. So sometimes I won't even make one. Like I didn't even, I did make one for the stream. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you made one for the stream mainly because you said you would, and you said, I'll go get started on it now.
And I was excited. Yeah, this was exciting. And then it's like, okay, when it comes to that so-called reporter who we won't even bother talking about, but when it comes to stuff like that, it's like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But I have to because I have subs that, rely on me for it, so I will. But then I get right back to this stuff, and it's like, yay, I'm in my happy zone. I get to do true crime. I get to do paranormal. This is great. That's why I started my channel I thought, you know what? I live in a haunted house. I'm catching EVPs all the time. I see ghosts all the time. Why not start a channel? That way it keeps me busy in the winter and I won't get depressed. And I didn't. I have not had anything like that. No, my anxiety.
It keeps you going.
Everything. Yeah.
You've got subs that want the tea.
Yeah.
And you to cover the tea. Well, how about this? You do it once a month,
Yeah.
like
Or
once
once a
a
week.
month stream, and
And go to once a month. Yeah.
yeah, or like every other week to start
Yeah.
with. You start balancing it out more,
Yeah, I need
you
to.
know, because that's the whole thing. Because you need to follow your own passions
Yeah,
in
that's
this.
true.
And talking, because I've been on a channel with you, I've been on this channel with you discussing
Ugh.
T-shit,
Yeah.
and I see a major difference when we're talking about the drama in tea
Yeah.
compared to when we're talking about horror movies. Horror movies, you sound excited, you're invested.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
You know, I mean, we when we do a stream again, you know, and cover more, you know, horror related and ghost story shit, you know, you're going to be just as excited as you were with this stream.
Yeah.
So, you know what? You know, and don't let anybody else dictate your content.
I actually don't. That's why Juju's screaming in the chat here saying, you tell her, Reverend Ruin, because she's been telling me, you know,
I consider
the
Nikki
fact of doing you.
I consider Nikki a good friend.
Yeah, and same
You
as
know,
you.
I
Ever
know,
since we did that one stream together, when you and I were supposed to be against each other, we've been friends ever since that stream.
that's exactly it. Mainly because I'm the one
Like, I
that,
made friends, and it was great.
mainly because I think I'm the once I left
Once
Uni
you
and
left, I
his
wanted to reach out
idiots.
and make sure you were okay, and you were. Everything, you seemed so much happier.
Yeah, once I got out of that stuff,
Yeah.
got away from Uni, got away from even the Steve stuff.
Yep.
You know, like I said, I won't attack him. Him and I, we got our differences. Some of them are public, some of them aren't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know, those who know, they know where my mindset is. My mindset is moving forward with my art. I'm going to be releasing a graphic novel in time for next Christmas.
I can't wait for that.
My goal is to have it out and available by Cyber Monday. So, you know, this is where my passion lies. My passion lies in the art, the storytelling, going through the talking with you about his horror movies and what, you know, I mean, everything like that. And, you know, it's such a relaxing stream.
It is. Yeah, I agree. So much
Yeah,
better.
I was talking about Poltergeist earlier with a friend of mine. The first one was good.
Yeah.
I don't believe I've seen the remake. I'm going to have to fix that.
I did. I mean, it's all right.
But the original Poltergeist is that I got a friend of mine who won't watch that without lights on and during the daytime. He won't watch that at night. I'll watch that anytime, day or night, because the movie's not scary.
Yeah.
Are you like me and not able to be jump scared easily?
I only am if I know it's real and it has to do with ghosts. I live in a haunted house, so
I'll share a story with you.
Okay, because I have many when it comes to the paranormal.
Oh, we will, but I'll share you my main one, and then we'll do another stream about the paranormal.
Yeah, we should. I want to do a ghost one.
Yeah, we definitely will, because you know, the orbing and stuff like that, you know, I don't have the picture anymore, but I used to have a picture of my son when he was young with an orb.
I have a lot of my nephew with orbs all over him all the time. Yep. All of us kids. It's weird.
Yeah, well, you know, so, you know, it's stuff like that. But when I was about 4 years old or so, laying in bed, sleeping, I woke up in the middle of the night and I looked towards my closet.
Oh, shit.
And I see this thing coming out.
Yep.
And it's coming to my bed.
Yeah, I would close my eyes and pretend I'm sleeping.
And I try to scream, and I'm like, Daddy, you know, scared to fucking death. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this. And you know, so I pull my blankets up tight, I turn over away from it, and then I open my eyes and I see its hand.
Oh shit.
Going like this over my body.
Yeah, that's scary as fuck. I couldn't handle it.
And then I blacked out.
Yeah, you would.
I
That's weird.
completely blacked out and
Not weird,
woke up
but
in the morning with the memory of it,
yep.
which, I mean, I can draw the thing I saw to this day. And
Yep.
what's hilarious is, okay, this is the funny part about it. I had a shirt that said I, heart, and why. So for some reason, this fucking demon thing loved New York.
Apparently.
Hey, this was in the early 80s, okay? New York was a happening place if you were a spook.
Happening place.
Until them damn Ghostbusters came along in 84.
I love those movies. Do you know the remake?
God,
The Good was good. Did you like the remake? I actually really
loved
did.
it.
Yeah, oh, me too. I loved how they had him in it, the father in it, when he was passed on, but they had his ghost, and it was actually made me tear up. I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was really good. Really, really good.
Yeah. Another reason that I can't be jump scared easily is because I've seen too much shit in real life.
I think I'm the same. It's just when it comes to paranormal, well, no, because I've actually, I don't know if I want to say, been kind of numb to the paranormal, because I mean, I feel things touch me. I hear things cooking in my kitchen when it's not really cooking. Tables moving, lights turn on and off. I see kids. I hear things. I hear my name being called, and I don't get scared anymore. Whereas before,
well, I'm actually so glad that we moved in where we are because we know the owner that lived here before. This is like a 2-year-old house.
I know my owner too, and I'll tell you after you tell me.
So when we bought this, we knew that it had only 2 years of history. Whereas the apartment that we used to live in, shit would go flying off of counters for no reason.
Oh my God, that's creepy.
You wouldn't be anywhere close to the counter and you could see it start. And you're like,
and then it just,
yeah, that's going to go flying.
Yeah. Oh my God.
When I'd lay down at night, I felt somebody getting into bed with me.
Yeah.
Because my fiance was working third shift.
Yeah.
So when I go to bed, she would be at work. And I would just be there, and it's like, oh,
yeah, that's
freaky as hell. But it's just like, I wouldn't jump scare me. I'd just be like, yeah, okay. It's just, I named it Fred. I'm just like, yeah, it's just Fred again. From Drop Dead Fred.
I love that movie too. One of my all-time favorites, and Goonies, and yeah.
Oh, Goonies was so fucking awesome.
Yeah, I still watch that. I made my kid watch it. He loves it.
Yes, I'm not going to talk about things that I experienced when I was a pastor, Sela, because I'm an ex-pastor, an ex-Pentecostal pastor, and I've had experiences like that. That's one thing I will not do, is talk about those experiences.
It drains you.
It's
very recently. I was on a stream a couple of days ago, and I don't know what happened. I was discussing this type of stuff, and then I just went from happy-go-lucky to yawning, and I had completely white, and it was like, I gotta go. It was weird.
There's certain things that, orbing, stuff like that, ghost hunting, those kinds of things, it's not really horrible, but when you're starting to talk about the dark spirits and stuff like that, those are the subjects you want to stay away from.
Yes.
It's you don't, there's the old saying that belief gives power.
I agree.
And in some ways, when you're talking about the things in the dark and of the dark side of whatever is out there, spirits or whatever you believe, okay? The thing is that no matter what, they feed off of your fear.
Yes,
they feed off of you. So you don't talk about it. It's the same thing with trolls on the internet.
Yep, 100%.
Same exact situation where you don't talk about them, you ignore them, you do your shit, you do you.
Yeah.
And they can just go fuck off.
That's exactly how it's got to be, because if not, we'd go insane trying to defend ourselves or correct this, and fuck that. Run with your bullshit. Have fun. I'm going to laugh when they all fall in a pile of big ass shit.
Oh, from what I understand, some people are.
Yay!
Sela. Okay, Sela. I would never say that. I would never
none.
say that I have zero fear. I would say that I am very difficult to scare. I'm very
not.
difficult to make fearful because of what I've experienced.
Yeah.
But I would never say that I don't have
Yeah.
fear. Everybody has fear.
Of something, yeah, or many things. I agree.
That's exactly it. You know, I mean, like you and I are parents, and the only thing that really scares me is something that might happen to my kids.
Yeah, that's our biggest fear, for one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the whole thing. It's like I was watching You Should Have Left with Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
Which is actually pretty good, but in it he has a daughter. And Sela, pride goeth before a fall. He's got a daughter that looks about the same size and looks has a very vague resemblance to my daughter in it. And so when something happened that seemed like it happened to her, I almost turned the movie off.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Because it's something that would
kill you.
It reminded me too much of my own daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turned out, within seconds, he woke up from the nightmare.
Wow.
And number stations are okay when we have so much electromagnetic activity in our atmosphere that stations that might have put out numbers, which were the codes during World War II, and some of those are still active.
Well, this is new to me.
Yeah, number stations are just old code that's been bouncing around our ionosphere for...
Okay, yeah. I did hear about that. I'm not very knowledgeable on it, but yes, I did hear that. Yeah, that's so weird. And yeah, it's real. I remember, I don't know, I watched a video or something on it.
Oh, I've come across them.
Oh, shit.
And it's like 5, 56, 39.
That is very bizarre. Like, that's creepy.
And but, I mean, there's, it's the same stuff that they used during the little kids talking and beeps and shiz. Okay, you're talking about that part of it. Those, a lot of times those have been found out to be ham radio operators that are fucking with people.
Wow. They just said maybe that scared me because my dad was into ham radio.
Yeah, a lot of times, because, I mean, come on, not everybody who uses ham is really trying to, see how far they can reach and where they can, who's the furthest person that they can talk to. Some of them are just there to fuck with you. I mean,
yep.
It's like any other place or any other thing. You've got some really awesome people that you can meet. You got real dicks.
Yeah, that's the
for lack of a better
right?
term. So
yeah. Hey, Jesse.
Yeah, so thank you, Lucy. Eventually I'll do an intro for my channel, kind of like what Nikki has, but I'll be showing off a lot more of my figures in that intro.
Yeah, that's just, for mine, it's just music and a couple things posted here and there, just subscribe and whatnot. I want to put stuff in it. I have ideas, but I don't know when I'm going to get around to it. That's the thing. Yeah, so I don't know.
No, it's something somebody said in the chat. I'm not going to respond. Because this isn't about religion. This isn't about anyone's, subjective opinion of whether or not they can be afraid or not. I guarantee you, get put in a certain situation, you're going to get scared. You're going to have fear.
I think I'm the biggest scaredy cat, actually, when it comes to, real life and paranormal. Yeah, definitely. But when it comes to horror movies and, I see all people, I can't watch this. I'm so scared. Really? It's all, as long as I know it's fake, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you see the
Even when they're based on a true story.
13th Gate. That was with Johnny Depp also.
I never could get through that movie. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't finish it.
It's kind of it's creepy.
Yeah, I tried it.
It's got some creep factor to it, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, meh. He's gonna open the 13th gate and get sucked into hell.
Yeah.
Big whoop. Big whoop. It just doesn't really matter much. Hey, Jesse LaRusso Games. Not sure I know you, but you gave me a shout out, so I'll shout you back out.
He's good. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's got his own channel. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Group of friends that I talk with a lot. He's come up a couple times as someone that they've really started to like.
Oh, good.
Of his content and stuff.
Good.
Oh, speaking only of horror movies? Okay. I thought you were speaking in broader terms than just horror movies.
Yeah.
So I apologize for misunderstanding you, Sela. But yeah, so it's there's things that in our childhood that I think predispose us to sometimes being horror aficionados, or at first it's because we like that jolt of adrenaline or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I play a game when I can. Right now I can't because I'm on my heart medication. So that's one of the medications I'm trying to get fixed.
Yeah.
It's
I like to play Resident
Phasmophobia. That's the name of the game. Phasmophobia.
Ooh.
And it's you're part of you're either doing it alone or with you can play with up to 3 other people.
Yeah.
And you investigate a haunting.
Oh, that is awesome.
And it is so fucking cool. 2 of the people that I play with are chickens.
See, I would play because I know it's not real. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, but they like they start screaming. And these are guys.
Nah.
These are men. And I've actually found out that men can scream like girls better than anything else, okay?
Yeah. I could handle that.
You scare them, it's just
nah, I can handle that. I would.
And then whereas me and it's actually Cyber Lucy. Me and Cyber Lucy are like, oh, okay.
Scared some more.
Yeah. Ooh, that was frightening.
Yeah, exactly. I would be with just like that. Oh, I love playing freaky games and stuff like that.
Yeah, there was a horror game called Fear First Encounter Assault Recon, which was a horror first-person shooter, and every now and then it'll jump. Every now and then something will make me jump a little.
Awesome.
I
love the
but it's just like,
too.
Oh, that was interesting. I can't believe I actually reacted to that.
Yeah.
It's like a light fixture just goes like. It's like, oh, okay.
It's like the Silent Hill games. I love those too. Those are good.
Oh, Silent Hill. And the movies were,
they were awesome.
I liked them.
Me too. I thought they were great.
Silent Hill Revelations, those
all of them and all
good.
The games. Oh my God, they're so good.
I never got into the games as much.
I did, and they're hard as shit. You got to have some knowledge. That's for sure.
I tend to play a lot of real-time strategy games like Sim City, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I'm more Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, I've played. I remember when Resident Evil 2 came out, and I
played every single one. Yeah, from PlayStation 2 up.
I played that on Resident Evil 2. Originally came out on the original PlayStation.
Yeah,
and that's what I played it on. Sela was scared by a movie.
Yeah, Silent Hill.
Oh, Jesse LaRusso plays a lot of Zelda games. My son and you would get along. My
And he's
son's
always,
like,
he also plays that one game. I laughed so hard at it. What is it called, Jesse? My son's now into it. I can't remember the name of
we're getting old, Nikki.
it. Yeah. The other
House of
movie
a Thousand Corpses wasn't frightening to me at all.
I thought it was funny. And there was actually 1,000 corpses in that house. Did you know that?
Yes, there were.
They actually had it. That's it. Fall Guys.
And at one point in time, they all showed up. At one point in time, they all showed on screen, even if it was only for a second.
Wow. Yeah.
So they had all 1,000 corpses on screen at one point or another.
I did not know that. I know that they had to.
Oh, speaking of remakes, Rob Zombie's Halloween remakes.
Isn't that good? I liked him.
I liked his take.
Me too.
But
I just loved him as a person as well. And I mean, that was good. All of them. I like them. I hope he comes out with a couple more. Or even doesn't have to take on a movie, But he did.
Yeah. Well, he just did the Munsters.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He did a take on the Munsters. Or was it Addams Family? Was it Addams Family or the Munsters? I forget.
I don't know.
He's doing one and Tim Burton's doing the other.
Oh, okay. I'll have to look out for those.
The Munsters, that's right. Okay, yeah. So I was right. Tim Burton's doing the Addams.
Was it good? I'm gonna watch it.
Lucy says the Munsters was great, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Especially if he did it.
Yeah. What was that movie that? Oh man, there was a Salem that Rob Zombie did. That was a good one. I like Rob Zombie's movies. I mean, for the most part. I mean, I haven't seen.
There's a lot of whacked out ones there, but I've seen them all.
Yeah, I mean, I like his.
Like there's the Devil's Rejects. Yeah, House of those.
Yeah, which is Three from Hell is the last one in the series. I need to see that. Yeah.
Same here. I was told it was stupid, but I've seen. I don't know. I want to watch it anyway.
So was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but I watched it.
Exactly. I don't.
And
that's the thing. Someone will tell me, oh, it's stupid. Don't watch it. I don't. Fine. I'll listen. I'll take in what you have to say, but I have to find it for myself. I've always been that way because
absolutely,
I might love it. I might love it, and usually that's what happens. They tell me not to watch this movie, and if I had to listen, then I wouldn't have watched it.
Yeah, I mean it's scary movies, so thrillers don't count, or thrillers count.
Yeah, not to share it.
Why did you have to? Why do you got to bring logic into this, Deb? So it's a lot of fun. I mean, I've got. Let's see. Hold on here.
That's like any movie that Lynn Shay is in. I love. I don't care how stupid it is. Every movie she's in is just. I love them.
Yeah, there are some that are like that. Okay, got a couple of movies queued up to watch.
I was actually gonna watch Rob Zombie's horror movie or Halloween movies tonight.
I actually might do that
because they're on. Well, it's as soon as October 1st hit, it was like okay, it's all.
Oh, yeah,
it's horror all month.
I want to watch Studio 666.
Ooh.
With the Foo Fighters.
Oh my God! What? That's one of my favorite bands. I didn't even know what the fuck it was called. I didn't know there was that. What? That's awesome. Yep.
So I want to watch Studio 666.
Studio 666. I'm watching it.
I'll get you a link. I'll get you some stuff. Let's see. Wes Craven presents Mind Ripper. That's
my God. I'll take that. Send him my way. I'm into anything horror. I love horror.
Transformers: The Last Night.
Nah, not so much.
I liked it. What else do I have? Where am I going? Hellraiser 4.
Yeah, I've been trying. I can't to get that one on any of my connections here. So.
Yeah, I'll hook you up with something. I'll hook you up. I know how to. I know what I can do for you. Yeah. So that's
kind of movie.
Yeah, I've got just so many different things that I want to watch.
Same.
Some of them are on Prime, some of them are on.
Yeah, like on Prime, you can only get a few of like Hellraiser, and then there's a couple that you can't. And then, Netflix has this, but this doesn't have that. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, Peacock has a couple cool things. But I bounce between like Prime, Hulu, Peacock. I don't usually go with Netflix much.
I actually canceled it, and I'm sticking with Prime. I got all the bunch of channels on there.
Yeah, Netflix has gotten kind of bad, horrible.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can recommend a couple of things here before we.
There's one movie that M. Night Shyamalan, two of them that he did, and I didn't really care for them. One of them was about that lady in the water. It was all right. And then there was that one. Yeah, then there's the one with the red cloak when I thought there was really going to be monsters, and there wasn't monsters at all. It was actually the little town scaring people so they don't leave. I was pissed.
Yeah, I hated that one.
Pissed, and I saw it in theater too. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I was mad.
Yeah, I thought that one was absolute shit.
It was shit. It pissed me right off. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Seriously, this is what this is really about?" Like, I thought it was going to be good and scary. Nope.
Yeah, that was just bad. I mean, for horror stuff like Little Shop of Horrors, we gotta mention
that one. Yes, that one's amazing. I
Rick
like that.
Moranis.
Yeah.
I'm not talking the original. I'm talking the Rick Moranis.
Yeah, that's the only one I like.
Yeah. I'm running through here to try and look at what I've watched, and so I can give a couple recommendations here.
Yeah, please.
Stir of Echoes.
Yep.
The Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Night.
Yes, I like
that. That is just a fun one. There's a Dolph Lundgren called Don't Kill It. It's actually really good.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Let me go to Shudder and see what I've got there. I paid for a year of Shudder, but I'm not going to renew it.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap monthly anyways.
Yeah, they don't have enough to keep my interest.
No, me neither. So I often rent for a month and then I don't.
Yeah, The Machine on Shudder is good.
Yeah, that's with Robert Englund.
The Machine? No.
No. What is the one with him in it?
Oh, God.
And it's about a machine, and he gets his hand sucked in. It's really old.
I don't remember. Well, let me...
I'm pretty sure it was called The Machine. Not the Ghost of the Machine. The Machine? Robert Englund was in it, though.
Yeah, I can't search by
I'll search it.
Actor here. Eli Roth's History of Horror. That's good.
Yeah.
A Discovery of Witches, which is a series, is pretty good.
Oh, cool.
Good
night, Jesse. Yeah, The Village. That movie was stupid.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking horrible.
It was, I was so mad.
Waste of time. I was mad at myself for torrenting it.
I was mad for paying to go in the theater. I was so fucking pissed.
I'm too goddamn cheap. Nice to meet you too, Jesse. Ask Nikki to hook you up with my channel and follow me on Twitter, man. I definitely want to check out some of your shit. So let's see. God, I watch so much.
Me too.
That it's hard for me to, really sit down and remember, because so many times I'm just working on a drawing and I've got stuff playing.
Yep.
And just let it go. And it's
I do that too, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, I'll look up and then, sometimes I don't. Oh, Scanners. The original Scanners is really good. The original. It's another Cronenberg. You'll find that I love Cronenberg's sci-fi horror stuff.
Yeah.
The guy is a master of body horror. Because you've got like Videodrome, where a guy gets what looks like a vagina in his belly. And then the vagina not only eats videotapes, but actually eats a guy's hand and transforms it into a grenade. It's so schlocky.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole movie was kind of fucked up. You
Yeah.
know, I won't watch that again. Um,
No, I wouldn't either.
you know, it's worth watching once. I'll say that it's worth watching once.
I think
But
it was called The Mangler.
yeah, the Mangler.
That's it.
That's the
That's
one
the
with.
one, right?
Yeah, I remember Robert Englund talking about it once.
And it was by Toby Hooper and I think it said Stephen King.
Toby Hooper is pretty good as a
Yeah.
director. I mean, he directed. You got to remember, Toby Hooper did the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
He did one of the zombie Romero sequels. Was it Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead?
There's both.
Remember, one of those was directed by Toby Hooper. Toby Hooper also directed the original 3-hour-long Salem's Lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Toby Hooper is really interesting. And then if you ever look up George Romero,
Oh, yeah.
he's this little gnome with these big old square glasses.
Yeah.
Yes, because he just gets excited.
Oh, yeah.
He's just talking about the movies and how they sucked the original Day of the Dead, and how because they sucked the original Day of the Dead without any permits or anything, they set stuff on fire, and the fire department came and all hell broke loose. I love Romero.
Yeah.
It's just so awesome. Hey, Kira. Yeah, you got a little ways to go. We've been live for over an hour and a half now.
Yep. Hey, Kira.
Thank you, Teresa. From there, you can from Jesse. From there, you can my Twitter's listed in the about section, so you can head on over to Twitter or ask Nikki to hook you up with my Twitter, or Teresa if you feel like it. You got good people here. They'll go and dig shit out.
Oh, I got my mods are awesome. Even my subs are amazing. Yeah, I got great people.
Hey, what about your guests? At least some of us.
Well, duh. Yeah, of course. No, I love having streams with you. They're always good. I want to do more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know me. I'm up for talking about a whole ton of shit.
Yeah, same.
You know, I mean, we haven't even touched sci-fi. You know, we've got so many different subjects that we can cover beyond horror. You know, this was horror movies. We haven't even really touched on novels.
No, we haven't.
You know, and stuff like that. Like, I mean, the original Exorcist book is just creepy as fuck.
Yeah, same with Salem's Lot.
Yeah,
the book. I get yeah.
Exactly. You know, you end up. You know, I mean, Clive Barker's novels are so much better than his movies.
Yeah.
Other than Hellraiser. Hellraiser was an adaptation of the, what was it? God, I forget. Something Heart. And it was an adaptation, and it was I liked the original Hellraiser.
Yeah, me too. They were really fucking gross. I mean, there are movies that are really, they're hard on the stomach.
Yeah,
they are pretty gross.
But
I do like them, but there's some parts that's like, okay, might have to look away on this one.
One of the movies that you might want to check out that's a Clive Barker is Lord of Illusions.
Okay, Lord of Illusions.
The effects are going to be really dated, but it's pretty good. Nightbreed was good.
Nightbreed I love that. I just watched that too. I love
Barker.
It. Mm-hmm.
He did kind of a meh one called The Plague.
The Plague.
Yeah. I mean, and then if you want pure schlock and laugh at a monster, Rawhead Rex. Yes, Hellraiser is the pinhead guy.
Yes.
But there's a lot of sadomasochism in those movies.
Yeah.
It's very much S&M.
People walking around with no skin.
And sometimes no clothes.
Yeah. And then there's, you know, that horror sex fucking thing that whatever you call, what is it called? I always forget. God damn it. It's like a big almost casket, but it has no lid, and it's got these two people fucking on the side. Then it's got Hellraiser's face, and it's got this over here, and then Cinnabite's on over here, and it just goes in circles. I can't remember the name of that damn
Oh,
thing.
that was the tower thing, and the
Yeah.
box was embedded in it.
Yeah. And it
That
came
was
up
in,
through
I
the
think,
ground at one
3.
of the ends of the movies. Yeah. I can't
I
remember
think
the
that
name.
was in 3. And then 4 is the one where it tells the origin of the box and everything. That's Hellraiser 4. So it's not necrophilia.
No. It's
No, it's if there's sex, it's between people that are alive.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, yeah, because Frank.
Yeah, Frank, well, he was alive.
Oh wait, no, he was alive. Julia then, my bad. Because Julia, well, she came out of the bed with no skin. Would that mean
Well,
she's
Frank, needed a condom, and there it went.
Yeah, true.
I tell you, hell is hell.
Yeah, his hell was all about sex and bloody sheets. It was just wow.
The Lament, Lament, the Lament configuration was the configuration of the box that would summon Pinhead and the other Cenobites. And Pinhead was actually known as Priest. The Priest. Yeah, in the first script, he was called the Priest.
Oh, wow.
And in 3 days, I believe that the new female Pinhead is going to debut.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know if I'm excited or not.
I saw the trailer.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
I won't say that I'm excited for it, but Doug Bradley gave it a thumbs up.
He did? Okay. Well,
He approves of the actress. He approves of the costume, the makeup, and everything. So he approves everything, and
okay, that means
he wasn't paid to.
Nice. Yeah, that would mean something because he's the original Pinhead, and he's gonna say yeah. Then I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, and that's the exact reason that I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you have an original actor that's giving a thumbs up to something, it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe this might be a little bit worth it.
Yeah, exactly. And Robert Englund, from what I know of, he never did give the guy a thumbs up on the movie, did he? I can't remember.
No, he did not support. So. He didn't even support the movies being made.
No.
The movie being made. He thought that it was it wasn't time. The script wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. I mean, it was okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't great. It wasn't, I'm sorry, Robert Englund is Freddy.
They removed, just like Wes Craven did with New Nightmare, removed all the humor and turned it into a, what is it, like a Grimm's fairy tale.
Yeah, because then he was out of your dreams.
And it was, following the trail of breadcrumbs, but it was a trail of sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills that she took to go slide into the bed into what, hell?
Freddy's realm, which isn't hell. It's the dream realm.
Yeah, true.
Because he was more of a dream demon.
Did you know that those movies, Wes Craven got the idea on an actual real story he read in a newspaper?
Yeah, it was people who were dying of sleeping sickness in India.
Yeah, so he was reading it and he's like, I'm going to make a movie on it.
Oh, in Japan. Or no, it was Japan.
Was it Japan?
People were dying from their dreams, supposedly.
Yeah, so he made movies on it and holy shit, it worked.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's, because he was thinking about his own nightmares and stuff like that. And
yeah, because he had many.
Yeah, and it's he had a lot because he ended up making quite a bit of money off of them.
Yeah, he did.
So it's really interesting. Except Wes Craven himself was pretty humorless.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, he could write something that was good, serious horror,
Yeah.
but then it took, it took the people that took over after two kind of flopped.
Yeah.
Two wasn't as good.
No, it wasn't.
And then three is when they started injecting a lot of humor to it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really where, 3, 4, and 5, I believe it was, before New Nightmare.
Yeah.
That was really good. Yeah, I remember Robert Englund playing Willie in V. He was not quite right.
I'm thinking, and I'm pretty sure from what I read, it was Robert Englund who, well, obviously he brought, Freddy to life with the humor and everything. Like he made that guy. And the remake they made, he just didn't have that.
Well, that's because Jackie Earle Haley was told to be the scary Freddy.
Yeah.
And Jackie Earle Haley, I mean, if you watch him in the TV series Preacher, the first season, he's actually pretty goddamn funny.
Yeah.
Watch him even in the RoboCop remake. He cracks some jokes that are actually pretty funny. There's actual,
So he can do it, but he was made to be.
Yeah, he was. They were looking for a certain type of Freddy.
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, the best Jason in Friday the 13th to me will always be Kane Hodder.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Always. That guy is the absolute fucking best.
Yep.
And there's I forget if it's on Shudder or what, but there's kind of a thing where he talks about how he got into stunt work. He's the one that has done for over 20 years, it stood as the record of the longest burn.
Oh, shit.
Full body burn.
Oh my God.
And that's after he had an accident when he was younger that ended up burning his body.
Wow.
Really bad. I mean, he shows off his scars, his burn scars.
I gotta see that.
Yeah, because he's got so many burn scars. I mean, under his neck here, all this skin is tight.
Yep.
From it. And then he's got scars, just the burn scar, just everywhere. And he talks about in this, I forget what it was. I'll find, let me look it up on IMDb. Yeah. But he talks about what led to it. And, but he, I didn't know that he was the stunt coordinator on 7.
Me neither. Huh. That was a good one too.
Yeah. Oh, that was Kevin Spacey. Well, we ended up finding out that he actually is a pretty. Let's see, where is it? Come on. Must be before. No, it was In Search of Darkness, maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
To Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder story.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm going to look that up too.
Yeah, To Hell and Back, the Kane Hodder story. Can you mod me so I can post a link?
Yep.
Okay.
I hate how you can't do it on StreamYard. Sorry, I gotta go into my YouTube.
I can give you the IMDb link to it. And it's on AMC Plus.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So that's where I saw it. And he talks about all of this stuff. The emotional story of Kane Hodder, who survived a harrowing childhood and near-death accident to become one of the film's biggest and most beloved horror icons.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's... And it's worth it. Okay. There we go. I am modded. Cool.
Yep.
Another one that you might want to check out is the Smoke and Mirrors, the story of Tom Savini.
Yeah, that one I would be interested in as well.
There, I put both of the links in your chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are very, very, very good because Tom Savini talks about how he got into it. He talks about a lot of the different effects that he's done.
Yeah, that I
Stuff.
was so interested in seeing. I've got
Yeah.
well from Fangoria, I've seen his work because they feature him sometimes, and it's like, wow. And they even has art school. I was like, shit, that's amazing.
That's what he does full time now.
Yeah.
He trains people to do this shit.
Yeah, it's
And
like
it's
the
just
FX studio or whatever. Yeah, I think it's pretty.
It's
cool.
it's an effects school.
Yeah, it's
school
awesome.
of special effects makeup and special effects. You know,
Yeah, it's amazing. I was
the
looking like, holy shit.
The guy's a fucking master.
He is. He really is.
So yeah, so the first link I posted was to the Kane Hodder documentary. The second one, well, obviously it's Tom Savini. So, you know, it's just so awesome. And then I love is that was a good movie, Brenda. That was a good movie. Oh, I love classics. I love black and whites.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, give me African Queen or The Big Sleep or Maltese Falcon. I know I just named all Humphrey Bogarts, you know, Singing in the Rain. You know, I love old movies. I mean, because they had such a hard time, you know, I mean, even if you watch the original Bela Lugosi, Dracula and stuff like that, you know, the effects at that time were top of the line. The ones,
they were really
good. Top of the line back then. But, you know, the story is what they really, really crafted well, because the story is what would sell any movie. You know, I mean, Harvey, you know, I mean, it's Jimmy Stewart in a comedy going after talking to a invisible rabbit. Turns out to be real.
Yeah.
You know, and then Anatomy of a Murder was shot up where I live now. Anatomy of a Murder with it's shot in Marquette County, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula. Multiple locations, you know, Marquette, Big Bay, out in Champion, in Ishpeming, and Negaunee. I mean, it was shot all over the Upper Peninsula here.
Wow, that's awesome. That would have been like right there.
Yeah, I can go to the library and take pictures that they have of the cast when they were here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. You know, so that's a little bit of cinema history for you. You know, the Marquette County Courthouse looks almost exactly the same today as it did back then.
Oh wow!
So it's really cool. Ooh, what was that?
Oh, my kid, he decided.
I scared you.
Yeah, he scared me. Bye.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Congratulations. You're a kid after my own heart.
Yeah, here, I'm going to show you something. This is what I was looking for. I don't know if you can really see
Fangoria.
it.
Yeah.
And this is his school, Tom Savini School. So there's some of his artwork.
Yeah, that's some of the makeup effects.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, I have this on. Here's my Leatherface.
Oh, that's so cute.
Does
he actually have a pot belly?
Yeah.
Or is that just the... he's actually got a big old pot belly.
He's old. He's like 20 years old.
Oh, so that is awesome.
His apron's somewhere. And his saw somewhere. I'm still looking for Freddy. But yeah, that's him. Here's his face.
That's awesome. Yeah, you'll have to show me Freddy when you find him.
And there's all the stolen rings from all the people he's killed.
Oh, sweet. That's detailed for a 12-inch.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Can you look in my room and you know how I have this? Can you open the drawers and see if Freddy's in there? Because I'm pretty sure he is. Thank you. For my cabinet, the one that looks like this, where the TV is. Thank you. Because I'm pretty sure that's where it is. I think.
Yeah. Wolfman, what they did was when they did the transformation scene, they'd do a little bit,
Yeah.
some frames, do a little bit more, stick it on them, stick on a little bit more fur, shoot some frames.
Oh, cool.
And then when they edited it all together, it was this smooth sort of transformation. Unlike what they did with American Werewolf in London, which was the first
I
full
did like
body.
those too. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Here's the school stuff again.
Oh yeah, Nosferatu.
Yeah.
It was American Werewolf in London had the first full body werewolf transformation on film. And that's something that Jonathan Landis had insisted on. And, it was the first time that they actually showed the entire body changing in bright light. So that was something brand new for cinematography and for the horror genre, was to be able to see everything, including the face elongating, the hand, and all of a sudden the fingers stretch out.
Yeah, that's neat.
All those things were what it was. Sela, yeah, I don't have a life. So my life is soaking up pop culture tidbits.
It's too bad. Yeah, I'm in that stuff too. Like, I love stuff like this too. It's too bad we didn't get paid like awesome money for it. Because I tell you, it'd be a good way to make a living. It'd be an awesome job.
Sela, coincidences happen.
Yeah.
So, when you're talking horror, there's going to be some overlap with conversation occasionally. But it's just and a lot of times what has happened with the horror industry has then made its way into the rest of the film industry, especially with science fiction and everything, science fiction, fantasy movies, stuff like that. A lot of the stuff that's been developed, and vice versa. Stuff that, like, you look at Star Wars, and that completely changed how they even recorded miniature airplanes for movies and stuff like that, with the motion tracking and everything, and the matting. And, all of the technology that comes out of this is often born of a necessity, because their budgets are so low.
Yeah, that's the thing, eh? They were always so low. Always.
Yeah. And nowadays, you got $1 billion that was sunk into Avengers, the two-parter of the movies, whatever it was in Endgame. Infinity War and Endgame, or whatever it was.
Yeah, there's so many different ones now. It's
and that was a $1 billion endeavor.
Wow.
But I'm trying to remember. There was $100 million movie that was made by Brian De Palma. I forget what it was, but it was for the longest time the most expensive movie ever made.
Holy crap, 100 million. That's crazy.
Yep.
I believe it though.
Yeah, and wasn't Dune. I forget. I've seen so much. B-rated. That really is, but there were a lot more than just horror movies that were considered B movies. I mean, if you look back at the B movies, which were, budget movies and also B-roll, because you'd have the B-roll that would play before the feature. You'd have the smaller movie play before, like Beach Blanket Bingo would play before, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the drive-ins back then would have these double features, so they'd have something that was pure and total shit, like Beach Blanket Bingo. Yeah. It's shot on a literal shoestring, where they're playing Beach Blanket Bingo for 45 minutes.
Wow.
I don't even know what the fuck beach blanket bingo is.
I don't know. This is the
In
first
my
time I've heard
in the
of it.
21st century, beach blanket bingo means something completely different. It's like going to third base, let alone sliding into home. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, so you they didn't think movies made money.
Yeah.
So they always were looking how to make them cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Nowadays, you know, people have gotten so used to all these fancy schmancy special effects and shit
Yeah.
that
They're not the
they
same.
it costs a lot of money nowadays. But yeah, if I had $100,000, I could make a decent movie.
Yeah, I believe that. I think
You
that's a
know,
lot of them why they've gone to, the found footage now. That's why a lot of those movies
well,
are coming out. I feel
yeah,
like
and what birthed that? What birthed the found footage movement?
Blair Witch Project.
Exactly. You know, and the marketing around that was genius because
Yeah.
they built this entire mythology out of
And I think
nothing.
everyone thought it was real and it was so believable. And then, now they've got all these ghost
Oh my
movies.
god, that was not believable. Oh my god, I
I
watched
came
that
out
movie.
in what, 1996 or 8 or I believed it. I was just a kid though.
I watched Blair Witch Project, and oh my god, this is
I
shit.
actually liked the remake. That was pretty good.
I liked Book of Shadows. I'm like one of the
Yeah,
only
I like
people
that
that
one
liked
too.
the sequel.
I like it.
IMDb, because I need to find out what age we were when it came out.
I don't know, I think 1998. I could be wrong.
1999.
1999, okay.
So I was 20.
I was 14. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm 6 years older than you. That makes you something that I'm not going to say because you'll drive up here and hit me.
For what? The age? I'm 38. I was born in 84. Yeah, I'm one of these women that don't care about age, actually. I don't know. A lot of them freak out. I don't give a shit. Never have.
But, you know, my fiance hates it when I remind her that she's 2 years older than me. Gee, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Happy birthday?
Yeah.
What do you mean I am another year older?
Yeah, I hear
It's
you.
like, but it's your birthday, honey. I'm trying to wish you a happy birthday. Look, it's a vegan cupcake. It's
Oh my
chocolate. Why are you growing?
Okay.
Just throw it at her in the corner because she's growing at me again.
And run.
Yeah. I'll go hide with the kid with my son and his dog in his room, you know. Other than to be around when she starts growing.
Yeah, you don't want to be around that.
She starts looking like Quasimodo.
Then it's like, oh shit.
Fuck, run. Let me see what else. What else did I do that got me in a lot of trouble? She's like, you know, if the car breaks down, I'm not going to be able to get to work. So I handed her the broom.
See, I would have laughed, but then I would have took it and hit you with it, sort of lightly.
It wasn't sort of lightly.
Well, you know, they say love hurts.
Yeah, I've got an earring in that I haven't had in for a while, and it's a 10 millimeter ring. So, you know, it's thicker than a normal post.
Yeah.
So I put it in and I had to restretch the hole for the earring.
Oh, shit.
Which hurts a little. You know, I mean, only hurts for like, you know, a few days.
Yeah.
So I put it in and I said something, obviously a wise ass remark. So she comes up and she starts doing this.
Oh, shit. Ouch.
Yeah. It's all in. I like to joke a lot.
Yeah.
We actually have a wonderful relationship, and she's not at all abusive.
No, I didn't think so. I was thinking you deserved it. No offense.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, like I would imagine you constantly torment her or bug her on purpose, and she just retaliates. That's what I would imagine.
Are you saying that I like to poke the bear?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I knew it.
I'll admit it. God, I've got a big head.
I can't really tell. No.
Just looks kind of weird because when I do this, it looks like I'm on a green screen or something, and all of a sudden my head's just like
Oh my
shrinking
god,
down.
it does. That's weird.
It's probably because I'm wearing a black shirt. Cocaine bear. Okay, so this smuggler's plane crashes. In the middle of fucking nowhere. And this bear decides to, for whatever fucking reason, eat the cocaine.
Oh, fuck. Oh, whoa.
That's the premise for a movie.
What? That's insane. The Cocaine Bear movie coming. Oh my god. Yeah. No thanks.
Middle of nowhere. Smuggler crash. It's got Ray Liotta in it, for Christ's sake.
And a bear eats it.
And a bear eats goddamn cocaine. And this got made into a fucking movie.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I wouldn't watch it.
Gee, let's just think for a moment what would happen in real life if a bear got anywhere close to cocaine.
Yeah.
It wouldn't because of the smell.
Exactly.
So what would happen if it ate it?
Yeah. Didn't feel bad for him.
But they're going to have, it's going to be, the bear is Scarface, this.
Yeah, the movies nowadays are going to be really stupid because everything's already been done. That's why they're remaking everything. So I wouldn't doubt that.
No, it's not that everything's been done.
No, I don't think so.
It's that the studios won't take chances.
Yeah, that could be too, actually.
The studios want a guaranteed return on their buck.
That would make sense.
And they're not taking chances. How many horror movies that come out nowadays or within the past 2 decades are rated R compared to how many are rated PG-13?
Shit, that's a good question.
The ratio is 3-1, by the way.
Is it really? Wow.
Every 3 PG, you have to have 3 PG-13 horror movies out before you get an R-rated.
Oh. And see, I'm always going for the R-rated.
Yeah, because that's what it's supposed to be. No,
yeah.
I'm not saying that you can't do horror well.
I mean, you can, but not all the time. If you want a horror movie, you're going to go rated R. That's what you want to see. That's the point of them, I would imagine.
And here's another thing, okay? When you've got 2 people getting it on, that bra's going to come off eventually.
Exactly.
And oftentimes sooner than later.
Yeah.
So they're getting it on, and she's got the bra on. She's already took her panties off, for Christ's sake. You saw her wiggling around like she was wiggling out of her panties. She lands on top of it, and the bra's still on.
Yeah.
At that point, the guy would just be going like this. Rip.
Exactly.
Free the tatas.
Free the tatas.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Shit that, one of the things that'll get a movie an R rating is a woman on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's within the past 2 years, or 3 years, rather. That's within the past 3 years.
Yeah.
That's happened to this one director that I know of.
Yeah, true. I know, I get it.
And she was on top in her bra. It's like, what the fuck? Give us some real. Well, we don't want to be confused with pornography. You already are, you fucktards.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. And it's also. You ever notice that it's also not the frilly, lacy bras that we used to be able to see in the 80s?
Yeah, now they're all mismatched.
They're granny bras.
And they're mismatched too, a lot of them. It's weird.
Yeah. It's like, it's a different color. It's a different whatever to the outfit that they're wearing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm looking at that going, you know what? If my fiance went out with a bra that nobody but me will ever see, that wasn't matching the rest of her outfit, I can't even imagine that.
No, I don't get that. I mean, it's like they just don't care anymore what they look like.
Yeah, it's just like, we got to cover the tits.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I mean, if you're going to do stuff like that, just do it. I mean, it's like,
if you're going to do it right.
Yeah, I mean, there's very creative ways to hide nudity. Shadows, which is what I prefer to use, like in my graphic novel, there will be some nudity.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be, it's got to be done tastefully. So, you can use shadow. I mean, I got nothing against tastefully done nude drawings. There's one on my Twitter account. You've seen it, the woman in the waterfall.
Yep.
It's tasteful. It's done tastefully. It's not in your face. It's not pornographic.
Yeah.
It's not meant to titillate.
Exactly, yeah.
Even though there's probably 14-year-olds that have come across my account and been like, holy fuck, titties!
Yeah.
No. It's just, that's not my goal. My goal is to, entertain. I mean, people like my art, I think, because I stay away from stuff like that. I mean, I'd be able to pay off this house, probably in 2 months if I did all the furry porn requests I get. Hi, do you draw furries?
Furries? Oh my god.
Because no, it's not just furries, okay? Because I know where probably 75% of these are going to go.
Yeah.
Will you draw me as a dog fucking my boyfriend that's a cat?
Yeah, that's so gross.
No, I don't draw furries, and I don't draw furry
furries.
whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Different strokes for different folks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I just ain't gonna draw it.
Oh my god!
Because I know what that's gonna be.
Ted Legato says Tumblr banned videos of me petting my cat for being porn. What?
Well, you were obviously petting a pussy.
Yeah, but it wasn't. What the fuck? That is crazy.
Oh man. So it's there's so many different ways that you can do something, but the studios and the rating association are so far out of touch with what really made them the money, because they want to bring so much of this stuff. They want as many people as possible to come into the theater.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially now, after COVID. I mean, and we're still dealing with COVID. I mean, we're probably stuck with it.
Yeah.
I hate the Purge movies. I hate them. I think they're shit.
I think they're shit. Tell me how you really feel.
They're shit. They're not as bad as Cannibal Holocaust, which has no redeeming values and is a motherfucking waste of anybody's time, energy, money, and should have never been made because it's nothing but a fucking snuff film.
Yeah. I like them because it's something different. It's something that I haven't seen before. And there's a TV show now. There's, a whole bunch of them made, and it's just something different. Oh, you agree too?
Yeah. It's just,
she's like, I agree.
Sela agrees with me. They're shit. I never really liked the concept. I didn't like the fact that it went so far, so fast with so many sequels. And that's exactly it. Legato.
Mm-hmm.
Purge assumes we'd all become murderers if there were no laws.
You're gonna get yourself a free dozen.
No, that's not it. You know, that's saying that we don't have an inherent morality of some kind, whether it's been taught to us or imbued in us. You know, we have an inherent morality. And could I kill somebody? Yes. I think anybody could.
Yeah,
But the situation would have to be dire.
Yeah, it has to be a certain situation. But to actually have a real purge, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's
a lot of people doing that, except for you know the crazies and whatnot. But other than that, it's not going to be successful.
Yeah, and that's what the assumption that they make is that the greater amount of society will go out and go postal if given the chance. And to me, that is absolute and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's just pure shit.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't work. It doesn't hit reality at all.
No.
You know, and I mean, in the original movie, Ethan Hawke is, playing the security specialist.
Yeah.
Selling purge security. It's keep yourself and your loved ones safe during the purge.
Yeah, that was stupid, actually. Yeah.
It also makes a jump in logic that says that violent crime would all but disappear if you could go out one night a year.
I don't believe that for a second. That wouldn't solve anything. People will go against that. They're going to be like, we can do it once a year, so why not do it every day? You know what I mean? It's just not going to work.
It doesn't work in any kind of reality.
Yeah.
The logic was such that I could not suspend my disbelief.
Yeah.
That I can be able to look at it and go, yeah, you know what? I can see what they're trying to do here. It's like, no, because you're asking me to make too many leaps of logic that are not in any way, shape, or form logical.
Yeah, exactly.
Purge also largely ignores how much sexual violence there would be.
Yes, they do. You're right about that. Because that would be my biggest fear. Because can you imagine all them people, all those, oh my God, I don't even want to say anything, but can you imagine? Yeah. How much RAPE would be out there?
Exactly. It would
just law for 24 hours. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's no way that you can. No, it wouldn't work, because then they assume that maybe those who are out hunting would protect others. No.
Mm-hmm. No.
Because the only ones that would be out hunting in reality are the psychopaths.
Yeah.
And that's what, 1% to 2% of the population.
Yeah, there's not many. I mean,
so you're talking maybe at most 100,000 nationwide.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I mean, that's not very many.
No.
Because you would have to have a society so broken down and so sociopathic by that point.
Yeah, exactly.
That there was no hope of return. And we're not there.
No.
We're not anywhere close to there. I don't think we ever will be there.
Me neither.
Because, like I said, morality, whether it's imbued in us or we learn it when we are children, is in us. And unless we are sociopathic or psychopathic, we're not going to go against that. We find the idea of killing somebody abhorrent.
Yeah, just completely
for a reason.
Ludicrous. It's not gonna. Most people would never think of doing that, ever.
I mean, the only time that I would do it is to protect family or myself.
Yeah, same.
My kids, my fiance, or my own self. I wouldn't even dream of any other time that I would commit such an act.
Yep.
So it's just it doesn't track, which is why I can't. Some of my friends are like, "Oh, Purge is great. You've got to see Purge." I look at them, I go, I've seen the first one. It's shit. It's pure shit. You know, and they said exactly what you said, you know. Oh, well, why don't you tell me what you really think? It's pure shit. I need a wad of toilet paper when I'm done watching this movie.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like it because it's something different. But when it comes to, morality and reality and all that, no, of course not.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just something different to watch because everything's always the same. It's either a remake or the same story, same scenario. So it's like, okay, fine. This is completely different. I'll watch it. So I have. Like, they're not my absolute favorite. I just like watching them. It's something different for once. You know what I mean?
But what I'm gonna be presenting with my graphic novel, which is actually being written as a modified movie script.
Shit.
Because I do have a dream of this someday becoming a movie. It's going to have some tropes in it. You know, you can't avoid it. I mean, there's almost every trope has been done.
Mm-hmm.
But there's new ways of approaching things. There's new themes that you can have in your work. Excuse me, which I've talked about, you know, on my stream before, and how sometimes there are directors and writers, including myself, who like a certain theme, like identity.
Yeah.
And I delve deep into an identity theme, you know, of what makes this person who they are and what happens if they find out that what they've been told isn't the truth. You know, these kinds of things just fascinate me because of some of my own struggles through my life.
Yeah.
With identity, and after my divorce, being homeless and having to literally rebuild my life from scratch.
Yeah, I've had to do that. It's not
and
fun.
Find out who I truly am.
Yeah.
You know, and coming face to face with who I was to who I am now, and seeing that there are two different people.
Yep.
But yet the core is still there, and it's still me. And that's the kind of theme that I like to look at. You know, those are the kind of themes that, you know, Cronenberg likes to really delve into. But we've been going for almost 2.5 hours here, so.
Holy shit, really? Oh, yeah, I guess. I wasn't paying attention.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yep.
We should do this again in a week.
Yeah, we should. Well, because it's
time,
Halloween, we should do it weekly if you want, or even 2 times a week. I don't care.
I can do it weekly on Tuesdays right now. I think that sounds good.
And that's the only day, actually, that I don't do anything. So we'll do it Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Same?
Sounds good.
All right.
Same Nikki time, same Nikki place, same Nikki channel.
Absolutely.
With Reverend.
Yep. Ooh.
I got it. I just got it.
Oh my God.
I just do that just because the only time I've ever done that is on your channel, just to come.
Yep. This is what, the second time now, I think?
Yeah. Actually, no, this is the third time I've been on your channel. I was on with the moldy bread guy.
Oh, yeah.
I was on with the other dude. Silver Fringe. No, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Steve. I was on with Steve. I'll be nice. And now I'm on with you. And out of the 3 occurrences, I think I prefer this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
No drama, just fun.
Yeah, that's what I want it to be about. And because it's Halloween.
Oh, I think I made Sela do a spit take. Because all that I see is "oh shit" in capital letters.
Yeah. She says she learned so much. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I do. And next week, let's just have a loose horror supernatural discussion, not pin ourselves to movies. Let's just have fun on, see where it goes.
That's what I was thinking. I'm just going to put, I don't know, make a thumbnail, make it all Halloween-y, and just say, join me and you for Halloween chat. Whatever.
Flow of consciousness, Halloween chat.
All right.
That can go really interesting.
Yep.
Especially with, never mind.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll be back Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Absolutely. Night, y'all.
Yeah. Bye. Well, that was fun. No drama. I like it. No drama. That's my favorite part of these streams. You know that? Even if I had one person in here, I don't care. It's something that I like to do. It's no drama. I love it. Makes me happy. What is tomorrow? Wednesday? Ugh, back to the drama tomorrow, guys. 7 p.m. is KJ. I don't even have anything set up for that, but every Wednesday is KJ night. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Maybe we'll watch an old IG photo or something. Or IG photo, an old IG live. Or we can go see what's popping on YouTube because she keeps running her mouth over there for the Duggars. So we can do that too. But hopefully I can make a video tomorrow. Because I want to do something to do with Halloween every single day. I think that would be fun. All right, you guys have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Have a good night, guys. Bye.